Good evening, happy thinkers. We are shooting live episode number 42 of WTF, aka also known as Wednesday Thought Forum. It's brought to you by Think Me First, and I am Melissa. So today's topic is going to be what is unity and why it's so important. So first of all, my disclaimer is I am not much of a political person, but I do believe that no matter where we all fall on the political spectrum, politics has divided a lot of us lately. So I think that's, I talked with my son a little bit and he goes, let's do a topic on unity. I'm like, perfect, it's great. So, we've all heard of the phrase, united we stand, divided we fall. And I think we all know the importance of that too. So think back to, for a lot of us in the U.S., and I know it's known around the world, but think back to 9/11. That was like a total shocker for all of us to know that we lost a lot of loved ones in New York City and Pennsylvania. It was crushing. But I also want you to think back about how we all united from that. It gives me goosebumps to think that we were super patriotic. We helped each other out, whether we were at ground zero and all the volunteer firefighters and paid firefighters and police officers, or even if you weren't in that area, there were so many people donating money and everything. We were just all coming together and helping each other out, no matter where in the nation and even the world we were. So, we all pulled together and even though we had differences, we supported each other. When we have unity, then we have more power, we have more strength, we have more courage. We've seen unity in the workplace. It also occurs in families and relationships. When we have unity, then we have more success. Like with companies, you can see smaller companies wanting to be larger companies, so they hire more people and they work together, and that's how they achieve being a larger company. You might even see smaller companies working with larger companies to become a better company. Same with our families and our relationships. We come together to unite for success and goals that we want to reach in our relationships, in our families. We stand together for strength, but sometimes it's for survival too. We saw that again at 9/11. We not only see this in humans, but we can also see it in mammals and other animals. Take for instance bees. Bees work together pretty well for their hives to survive. And then think back to the Australian wildfires. How many videos did we see with different species of animals even helping each other out just to survive because there was so much fire everywhere? Never, ever allow negative influence to break your unity, because there are people out there that are wanting to do just that. They want to break us. They want to divide us. That in itself shows how powerful unity is. I'm going to tell you a story. It's about a father, and he has his 4 sons, and he gives each of his sons a stick, and he tells them each to break it. So what do? They break the stick easily. Then he gives them 100 sticks and tells them to break them together. Well, they failed. And he stated to his sons, he goes, this is what happens to you when you stick together. If you fight one another, then someone can easily come in and break you and take advantage of you. But if you stay together like these 100 sticks, you can't be broken. No one can harm you. Moral of the story is stay united. When we stand united, we can face the world with strength and power and courage. But if we get influenced by that one single person or one negative situation, people, again, usually do negative things for their own benefit, then we will be divided and peace will be destroyed. Unity is fragile. It's a fragile thing. We do need to take care of it. We must be kind to each other, must work together, help each other learn to improve our lives. The most important thing to keeping unity is to have an open mind. So there are 4 things that make unity so important. There's the necessity for survival. It helps us grow. It works in wonders, and it gives one courage. So we'll start with number 1, the need for survival. Unity, it protects us from evil. When we face an evil force or even evil nature, negative surroundings, when we're united, then we can face those negative things. For instance, let's say you're in a workplace. You survive when you know that others are there to support you and you support each other. Again, we'll revisit the animal situation. There's a lot of smaller animals out there that work together to take down larger animals just to survive, and they work together for food, and then they share it. So those are a couple examples. Unity is needed for us to grow as well. Nothing can grow by itself. So if you want a bigger business, then guess what you need to do? You need to hire more people, and then you get a bigger team. If you want your family and your relationships to grow and accomplish goals and success, you need to work together. Unity also works in wonders. It gives us freedom and courage to stand up. So, when we work together, then we achieve greater things and at a faster pace. And then we all have something to contribute. Throughout our lives, we're going to meet different people, and they're going to know things that we don't know. Hence, we learn to understand each other and then learn through each other. And that's an important part of unity. There's this quote that I like. It says, "I can do something which you cannot, and you can do something which I cannot, but together we can do great things." I'm sorry, I don't know who the author is of that, but I just saw that quote. And then number 4, unity gives us courage. So have you ever seen something that was unjust and you wanted to say something but you didn't feel comfortable? You may have been afraid, depending on the situation. What happens to you when people start to support you? Then you get a little braver, right? That's another good reason for us to stay united, to fight for causes and make changes for the better for all of us. So my final thoughts before we leave this evening is, we all want change. None of us want to make that change alone. Everyone wants others to do it for us and not do it ourselves. But this is our country, this is our homes, these are our lives, and we all must do our own part to protect each other and to grow. No matter how big or how small, stand united. Thank you for your time this evening. And just remember, think me first. It's not selfish, it's necessary. Goodbye, everyone. Have a nice evening.